Hi dear friends, today's topic is inside about a book named The Final Days of Empire. Author is Thomas Helling and the publisher is Arm University Press 2024. It is very fresh, not old book, but I thanks Arm University Press. They allowed me to use their books for my website to present as a book inside, and their book, at least the books which I'm presenting right now, are free to be downloaded. That's why I don't use visual evidence in from some pages, because you can download it. I put the link to their archive where you can download them. But it makes still sense that you watch my video inside, because it saves your time that you read 2-3 days a book that later on you understand it was not what you wanted. It is give you very fast insight if the book resonate what you need. That's why anyway it makes sense, and I thank them. I hope in future maybe we can also go further with some more cooperation, maybe some I don't know. Anyway, at present for me it is no heavily time and money which I invest, and I have nothing in return at present. I hope in future we can deepen our cooperation, or in some way that I can also earn money. Anyway, first thing first, background images are from me. The rest you can pause the read. And first thing first, background images are from me. Okay, first two educational slides, a little bit refreshing, and then go to the topic. The first Indochina War was both a colonial war and a war of national rebellion. France tried to hold a distant empire, while the Viet Minh built a determined resistant movement. The terrain of northern Indochina made movement, supply, and medical evacuation extremely difficult. French strategy often relied on isolated strong points, which became dangerous when surrounded. This background helps viewers understand why the book's medical story is inseparable from geography and colonial failure. At the end, I will show also my website. You can watch the video from my website or YouTube channel. Shortly, I will show you. My website has much more advantages. I will show you. Battlefield medicine depends on speed, proximity, and reliable evacuation. A badly wounded soldier needs hemorrhage control, airway support, splinting, resuscitation, and sometimes urgent surgery. Forward surgical teams can save lives, but only if they are supplied and casualties can move onward. In Indochina, jungle terrain and enemy control made evacuation unpredictable and dangerous. This is a medical lens through which the book interprets France's defeat. Here, start the book first. This book is a military medical history by Thomas Helling. It studies France's final Indochina War through the work of medical personnel. The main focus is not only command decisions, but the human and surgical consequences of combat. Readers should expect a vivid account of trauma, evacuation, siege, medicine, and colonial collapse. The book's structure moves from colonial background to medical crisis. It begins with Indochina's geography and France's civilizing mission, then turns to Hanoi as a medical center. The middle chapters cover route colonial forward surgery and Nasan. The later chapters focus on Dien Bien Phu, hemorrhage, capitulation, and the aftermath. This structure makes the book a history of both imperial failure and combat casualty care. The book shows that medicine in Indochina was never politically neutral. French doctors introduced vaccination, hospitals, bacteriology, and surgery, but this happened within a colonial system. Vietnamese traditional medicine remained important, especially outside cities and formal institutions. Surgery became one of the clearest areas where Western medicine seemed powerful and transformative. For you, as interested in this book, this section gives depth. The book is not only about battlefield wounds, but also about medical culture and empire. One of the book's strongest medical themes is forward surgery. French experience from earlier wars led to the principle of bringing trained surgeons closer to the wounded. In Indochina, Antenna's chirurgicals served as forward surgical outposts for urgent care. They could stabilize casualties, but they were not designed for prolonged definitive treatment. Their success depended on evacuation to larger hospitals, especially by air. Here, visual evidence, you can open the book and find it. It is roughly from page 71 to 80, chapter 5 on chirurgical Alavant. Dien Bien Phu is the book's central catastrophe. The French medical system depended on air evacuation, but Viet Minh artillery and anti-aircraft fire closed the lifeline. Once evacuation stopped, wounded men accumulated in underground medical spaces. Forward surgical teams were forced to provide care for beyond their intended role. This makes the siege a powerful case study in what happens when isolated breaks the medical chain. As a visual evidence, you go to the page 133 to 771, Dien Bien Phu chapters. The book's strongest value is its medical perspective on a famous colonial defeat. It makes the wounded and their caregivers central to the story. It also connects medical systems to train, logistics, colonial policy, and battlefield isolation. Its main limit is that it is not a complete strategy history of the First Indochina War. The prose is vivid and emotional, which some readers will value more than others. The final judgment is positive. This is a valuable book for readers interested in military medicine, Indochina, and the human cost of war. Its central lesson is that early care is essential, but it is not enough without resupply and evacuation. The book shows how geography and enemy pressure can turn medical doctoring into crisis. For buyers, it offers a distinctive view of France's defeat. Empire ended not only in command posts, but in aid stations, operating rooms, and evacuation failure. I hope it was engaging, interesting, and informative for you. If you have any suggestion, improvement, please give your feedback in my YouTube channel, not on website. And I would appreciate your like, comment, subscribe to help our community to go further. I thank you in advance. The last slide, by the way, this is a little bit older, the new version. I have working day and night my website since 1 year. And here I have one new field, tutorial or explainer. I will start with military subject, Jewish subject from my site with my gathered information, not from the books. I recommend you that later on visit and you would find them. Under every video you would see this description. The lengthy path goes direct to the corresponding book in my website. For Army University, I would put also another link direct to the archive where you can download these ebooks. And my website, go to the help or here, click on that, visit watch the first video, helps you to orient yourself. Register, it is free for everybody, everywhere. 2 minutes, you are inside. If you don't register, also you can use, but with a little bit limitation. Thank you for your time and your interest. Until next Book Insight, bye bye.